Hey, I'm Diane and I'm here at my family's house for Thanksgiving, and I'm already stressed and worried, which I hope that you guys are too, going into your Thanksgiving holiday season. And I'm here with one of my good friends, Jason Ring.
What's up, guys?
So, I've got some really cool tips that I'm going to share with you guys in here. Jason and I are going to film a nice segment called the 10 Top Transformation Tips so that you could eat a ton of garbage by cramming your face and offending no one. Dropping your boundaries, increasing your weight. So let's go.
Yeah. Can you open a door?
You launch me out. They don't
Are you
like
sure this
me.
is the right house?
Either I'm not drunk enough, or I need to get high. What's up, warriors?
Whoa.
It's that what?
Just the way you kind of projected startled me.
What's up, warrior friends? Is that better? Seductive? Should I flirt with
Seductive
them?
would be like, what's up?
What's up, warrior friends? Is that?
Yeah.
What's up, warriors? Is that better? Wake up, warriors!
That's
Wake
good.
up, wake 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 up, warriors! We gotta wake the people up, which is what this video is all about. Actually, it's that time of the year again, the holiday season, where we get to celebrate with our family, whether or not we like it, and we get to competitively cram our face. Every time we go to Thanksgiving dinner, every time we go to like Christmas and all the things in between, you know, the number one aspiration that you should have in life is just to not offend people.
Oh yeah, you don't want to offend anyone because it can come back on you in so many different ways.
Right. So what we want you to do is we want you to consider this holiday season is the time to drop your boundaries, not to drop weight.
Yeah, gain as much as you possibly can.
Yeah. Because you're not going to gain anything if you have boundaries. You know, you're going to lose friends, you're going to lose your identity. And so what would you rather lose? You know, you get to pick or choose.
Yeah, your mind, your body,
sure,
your spirit,
sure,
your soul.
Sure.
Go for it all, lose it all.
He's 45 and I'm 40 and we're just being kids. And I hope that you can really learn in this video to not take us seriously so that you can take yourself more seriously about every one of these transformation tips that we're going to give you that will help you survive through the holiday season from Thanksgiving all the way to New Year's. So tip number one that I have for you, warriors, and you know what? It's okay if you're a warrior too. That's actually a really good thing to bring in the holiday season is just a lot of worry. You know, don't be a warrior, you know, just the more you worry, the more care you're going to get, the more attention you're going to get. It's very productive, this emotion called worry, right?
Like a worry wart.
Yeah, like you might even grow warts. If you can stress yourself out to the T, then you're going to be so tired the night before, because I get it. Like, not many of us are prioritizing sleep these days. Like, we're not really that tired, right? Like, sleep when you're dead?
No, I'm good.
I can sleep when I'm dead, right?
Yeah.
So I want you guys to get a really solid night's sleep the night before Thanksgiving, and I want you to just sleep in. You know, don't offer anybody to help. Don't make a turkey. Don't bring any wine anywhere. Just sleep in, you know? And skip the coffee even. Just stay in bed. In fact, I'm going to tell you guys later that there's a better time to drink coffee anyway. It's later on. We'll get to that point. But just sleep in as long as you can. Don't move. You know, don't do any exercise, because if you do any exercise and and even yoga, don't go to yoga, because namaste, that stress is gonna, you know, not stay in your body. So I want that namaste stress, that worrying, I want that to stay in your body, because I want you to show up. And what we recommend is that you show up like a super stress ball case to your family event or your friend's event, whatever. Show up as stressed and worry some as possible.
So like be lethargic all day.
Yes.
All night, the night
Yes.
before. Maybe have a heavy meal the night before too, like really heavy.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have to get up and just be lethargic.
I mean, maybe like, you know, like just really just sedate yourself.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So you're just like, you can't not sleep in until like 2 or 3, and you just roll in like, whatever.
Just a hot mess.
Just a hot mess. Tip number 2. There's all this hype about hydration. Hydration? Is that what they mean?
Could be.
Hydration.
Although I see a lot of people that smoke weed drink lots of water.
Let's skip the water today, okay? Because you're gonna need some stress relief. So instead of 8 ounces of water, I highly recommend something even better than that. drink 8 cups of 8 ounces of red wine instead.
Well, wine is made with water.
Oh, see?
I mean, even Jesus turned water to wine. I mean, right?
It's in the Bible.
Yeah. It's just, you got to obey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obey Jesus. You guys don't want to sin, do you?
No.
Water's a sin.
I think lots of wine could lead to salvation.
Okay, so number 3. All right, there's that moment you show up with a family and they're like, hi, or like your friends and they're like, hi. There's this awkward moment where everybody's like, hi, and they're giving you hugs and stuff, and you're like, oh, awkward. I just kind of want to be home in my pajamas and drinking my 9th glass of wine, or something. And you're like, oh, I got to pretend to give a beep. And make a beeline straight for the dessert table. Just don't even, of course, don't forget your glass of wine. So have your glass of wine in one hand and go straight beeline for the dessert table, right? Because it's going to make you happier, right? Sugar there's tons of studies on this, just makes you happier. And just get some cranberry sauce.
The supervisor is going to be in the park.
Take the whole thing.
See, exactly. Oh, why did I do that? Wait.
What? Specifically, and ask the chef if the cranberry sauce came from a can. That's the bonus.
Yeah.
Can.
It's made like from Jell-O, basically.
Yeah, and it's preferably cranberry Jell-O. Preferably, it has a BPA-lined can, which is plastic, and that's it's taking birth control essentially. And so don't, here's the deal.
It has to have that deep sucking sound when it comes out.
Correct.
Yeah.
Bonus. And what's happening is just, you walk in, you're not very sensitive, and you're like, everybody's like excited to see you, and you don't care, and you're like, I wish I cared more. So you need some estrogen. So BPA looks like estrogen to the body. So boom, right? Awesome tip.
And for the dudes, you might want to just have an IPA. It's red wine because it's full of estrogen mimickers.
Yeah, totally. And don't buy that organic hype stuff. The more sulfites, the better. Okay, so also ask the person who made the cranberry sauce with a very discerning eye. One eye like this, cover one eye and look at them with the other eye and go, you better tell me that there's some high fructose corn syrup in that cranberry sauce. And if there's no artificial sweeteners and artificial colors, I ain't touching it. And, then swig some of your wine. And then, wait for the answer.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like, it's actually out of a can. And then you're going to go, perfect, that's exactly what I want.
Right. So, dessert. Just go straight to the dessert table.
Yeah, and I would suggest wearing burgundy if you're going to go straight to the table after drinking lots of wine. Well, no, if you spill.
If you spill, because at this point you're probably on your 4th or 5th.
You said 6, so.
I mean, it depends on how hard in the paint you want to go with the wine earlier in the day. You know what I'm saying? You can carry your own wine barrel around if you want to.
They make trolleys for them.
Yeah, just make sure you have a DD or an Uber or a Lyft. This is not sponsored by Uber or Lyft.
Or any sort of red wine company.
And that's a good idea.
Actually, it could be.
Wait a second. Okay, number 4. Once you're done cramming your face with some cranberry sauce or whatever kind of dessert that you discover that has extra BPA and artificial colors and sweeteners and sugars, then move straight over to a plate full of stuffing. I don't even care if anybody's eating it,
Stuffing.
Be that guy. Be that girl, Be a starter. Be a leader.
Yeah.
Be a stuffing starter.
And then even maybe compliment and let everyone know how delicious the stuffing is.
Get them excited. Start your drool.
Unless you want it for yourself, then you can say, who made this stuffing? With one of those looks
yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah.
And then you can just eat it all yourself.
Right. And you could actually tell them the truth, which is that the more gluten that you eat earlier on in the day, of course, gluten and sugar, they're tied. The more gluten that you eat early in the day, the fuller that you're going to feel faster. But make sure that you time this, right? So you're eating the gluten and then maybe within an hour or so later, then you're going to, maybe if you have room for some of the other stuff, right? But the gluten is really important because it has been statistically proven to completely imbalance our hormones and destroy our gut and jack up our immune system, which means that you're probably going to get sick a few more times in this year. But you know what? There's a couple of different silver linings for that. Number 1, when you're sick, guess what you get more of?
Oh, attention. And if you can convince your doctor, imagine the drugs you'll get.
Oh, totally. Especially though, this is, if you start to get sick and the flu is like, this is flu season. This is prime time for flu season. The flu is flying around, and because of all this gluten, we got our immune system's weak and we got leaky gut, which is great. So, but don't worry, you guys. If you do get sick, there's flu shots for that. This year's, have you heard of how effective this year is? 2018, we're recording
It's
this.
that pandemic that's coming.
Yeah.
We need to get those flu shots.
The Pam show.
The super
Pan. How do you say it?
Pan.
Pandemic. Pamela-demic. So it's a pandemic this year, and I heard it was super effective. It's like 10% effective, right?
Yeah.
At eradicating a lot of the strains among the 150 plus that we have. So I was a financial planner for a long time. I graduated college with my finance degree. So this is all you got to do, right? Just stay with me. 10% effective flu shot, right?
Okay.
All you got to do is get 10 flu shots, and you'll be 100% covered.
I heard that 10% of those, or 60% of those 10% actually get the flu.
Okay, so then maybe you could do another 10% on top of that 6 more times.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do math good.
Yeah. In order to really beat it, you got to get it, right?
Right. I mean, that's the whole point of vaccinations, is to give you something so that, your little bacteria, your gut bacteria can strong arm themselves and get bigger biceps so they can protect you in the future.
Right.
I mean, never mind the thimerosal, the mercury and the aluminum and the monkey brains and all the other things that they put in there for adjuncts. Never mind all that stuff.
The secret serums.
Yeah. And plus, if you feel like crap after you take the secret serums, you can always just drink more wine,
Yeah.
Just
drown it out.
Yeah. Forget you feel like shit.
You won't feel like shit after drinking 6 glasses of wine.
Yeah. And you'll
Not
build
even
a
the next
tolerance.
day. You'll be totally fine.
You'll build a tolerance eventually.
Totally fine.
Number 5. High five.
This is 5.
Number 5. Avoid vegetables at all costs.
Especially the green ones.
That's what I was going to say. Wait, did I write that script or did you?
No.
Okay. So, did you guys hear about the E. coli outbreak all over the romaine?
Oh my God.
Oh, romaine.
It wasn't romaine's fault.
Yeah.
Why E. coli got to go in there and buzz stuff up all the time?
Yeah, okay. So, because we don't know where it came from or we just discriminate against all leafy greens. You don't need that. I mean, leafy greens are like the sweeper to our colon. So you're going to end up pooping more, and it's going to be super inconvenient to poop more.
Yeah, I mean, E. coli, it could help clean you out, so you don't want that. I mean, you want to stay stuffed up.
Yeah. The whole point is to have
Plug.
a reason for a New Year's resolution.
Right.
So if you, stay trim and stuff, then you don't have a reason to live to the next year within it. You won't have anything to shoot for.
And less people will feel sorry for you. Who wants that?
Correct. You won't fit in, right?
No.
You won't fit in your clothes. You won't fit into groups of people.
Pretty much anything.
You don't want to stand out. You don't want to stand up for yourself either.
No.
So.
No.
Yeah. Remember, boundaries are low for this holiday season.
Yeah.
Low boundaries, weight high. Right? Right? Speaking up for yourself low, calorie intake high. This is the other thing I want you to do. When you see the vegetables, when you're, depending on whatever they set them out, if there are vegetables, like green bean casserole, you want to go up to it like this with 2 fingers and go,
okay.
It's okay if you spit on it, because at this point you're going to be,
give the
not
other person
sick.
E. coli. Give the other person E. coli.
No, you don't have a flu because you took the flu shot, remember? So you can't spread the flu, right? So it's okay if you spit 17 times or 16 or whatever, we can count. So that's what I want you to do. You want to do that to the vegetables, and then make sure you walk around and let everybody know also that these vegetables, no.
Yeah, bad.
Right, bad. And what you do instead for your vegetable intake, because as per the USDA, 2 tablespoons of ketchup is considered 1 serving of vegetable. So just go,
Yeah, the food groups are important to keep in mind. That pyramid back in the day, that's totally legitimate.
Yeah. Okay, so we covered the vegetables.
Yeah.
So what do you do for carbs instead of vegetables? The number 6 is to go for starchy carbs. I'm talking full on potatoes.
Ooh.
And potato chips,
Yeah.
and corn chips, you know,
Deep fried stuff.
Deep fried stuff, preferably with, you know, vegetable oil, GMO is the best. But lots of fried carbs, lots of things like that, because at least the fat in the fry is going to make you feel fuller.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what happens, the higher glycemic, the better, because you're going to eat them and then like, you know, within probably 30 minutes,
Right.
you're going to like start to wear off. So don't worry, you can go back and have like a second round of all of these high glycemic carbohydrates, and you could just keep staying on the treadmill. By the end of the day, you probably will have consumed maybe somewhere about 3,500 calories or so. This is what they say, is that I think the average person gains about 5 pounds or so over the holidays.
5 or 7, I thought.
5 or 7. Okay, I'm gonna maybe 5 for females and 7 for
Yeah.
males. So since I do math good, Jay, do you know what 1 pound of fat weighs?
Yeah, I do.
What? In calories.
Oh, in calories, I do not.
I get it. So 5 pounds of fat times 3,600 or so. That's 18,000 calories.
Oh, that's like
That's it.
5 minutes on a treadmill.
That's it. Like
Yeah.
5 minutes. You know,
Nothing.
no worries. I mean, and preferably 2.5 speed.
You don't even
Right.
have to go uphill.
No.
Just a brisk walk.
Just a brisk walk. And you know, you could, if you're talking to your friend next to you, that shows that you're doing just enough work.
Yeah.
So statistically, if you gain 5
Texting.
pounds, you get a texting, exactly, you know, Instagramming or
Just,
Pokemoning.
actually, you don't even need to get on the treadmill. Just take a picture next to it and then share that.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, you guys. We don't want you to have to do any more effort than you need
Yeah,
to.
we're just trying to keep this, slim.
Yeah, that was a little too much of a challenge, I think.
Yeah.
So
easy.
assuming that, let's say you burned 500 calories in like a good solid 1 hour high intensity training interval workout, it'll only take you like 36 straight days to lose that 5 pounds, assuming that you don't gain anything extra.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Not that big of a deal. No.
No problem.
You know,
Yeah.
heart rate goes over like 165. I mean, it's not that hard.
Actually, you just need somebody to scare you when
Yeah.
you come down the hallway.
Like,
Yeah.
wake up, warrior!
Oh, God.
Like that.
Oh, my God.
What's up, warrior? Like
Oh,
that.
I think you got my heartbeat up to 160.
500 calories.
Boom.
That's it. Done. Number 7.
Okay.
Do I say it like that?
Yeah.
Like number 7?
Yeah.
Like, okay. So like number 7, I mean, all of this carb talk, yes, garbage is the best.
It's so good.
Garbage is so good.
Oh.
Like your taste buds will do backflips and they will love you forever. Okay, so you're not a quitter, right?
No.
So all of this garbage talk,
Yeah.
do not stop. After Thanksgiving, do not stop. Eat as many carbs and as much wine, as much sugar, as much high glycemic foods, as much processed foods, chips, corn chips. Go hard in the paint. You don't do anything light, do you? We get it. You're a perfectionist. So you got to be a perfectionist at this garbage thing.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. If you
You got this.
don't fail us
No, you got this.
because you're people pleasing for us. I don't even care if you're thinking about doing it for yourself. You got to please us, right? Boundaries. Boundaries. Low boundaries.
Very low.
Low boundaries, high carbs.
Yeah.
Hashtag low boundaries, high carbs.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, number 8. Speaking of 8, it's time to 8. Okay? I want you guys to eat a lot of food. Like, you know how people say, oh, Thanksgiving, the holidays, it's bulking season.
Right.
You know, you heard that before?
Oh, yeah, you put it on.
Yeah. And you hear that like at the gym, they're like, yeah, it's bulking
Bulking
season,
up.
Bulking, tis the season, right? To like, unbutton your buttons and like buy a couple extra sizes bigger. So self-fulfilling prophecy, you don't want to let them down either. So pile your plate as high as possible. Even if nobody has had their fair share of servings, just the whole bowl. I mean,
Why not?
why not?
Put it on.
I mean, YOLO, right? You only
Yeah.
live once.
It's true.
So pile it to the top, and if people look at you like, so as to say, like, what about me and what about like mine, and you pat your belly and you point to theirs and you go, yeah, you're gonna thank me later, you're welcome. You can have it.
No, obviously
This
not.
is mine.
Apparently.
You will lose weight this week because I will eat all. I will eat all of it.
It's a lot of jelly now.
You can look at them and you can say, hey, listen, I am not a fitness or nutrition coach, but that's probably the best nutrition advice I've ever given. It's because I care about you. All right. Number 9, So hopefully you're one of those elitist few who is like GMO free, hormone free, no antibiotic sprays, gluten, vegan, paleo, wild caught, breatharian, water filled, no hormones. Did I already say no hormones? No pesticides, no E. coli. If you're one of those dogmatic kind of dieters, this is your season. So you're going to want to abandon that completely because you don't want to look like a pompous asshole rolling in, on your high horse, high unicorn being like, I eat this way.
This is paleo mashed potatoes.
Paleo? I want it from a can.
Non-gluten-free
There's
stuffing.
gluten in here? Perfect.
Baby. I don't know. This is like a plum ham. It is paleo because it's
But
plum.
I'm vegan.
I have fish in my freezer.
But vegans don't eat meat of any kind.
I have eggs.
The vegans don't eat eggs. I have huevos! They do not eat huevos! Huevos! Then what can I eat?
Huevos?
I'm gonna have to cheat on my vegan diet and my paleo diet.
I have a pesto pasta.
I'm gonna have to go straight gluten. Wait, hold on. Is turkey vegan?
Shit.
Is turkey vegan?
Turkey's paleo.
Cranberry. That's it. This one's got sugar.
That sounds too healthy though.
Way too healthy.
This whole spread is way too healthy for me. I don't know what I can do here. This is way too healthy. I need to go to someone else's house. Because the top 10 tips I have for you guys next, not compliant with any of these healthy things. I don't know what
Go tell her.
So it's time, again, low boundaries. So you're going to just want to walk in and just eat everything in sight. You don't need to ask them what's in it.
True. You don't need to at all. Yeah.
Foster Farms turkeys just as...
No, this is the one day out of the year you can eat without any guilt.
None. I
Zero.
mean... Because what's going to happen, especially these turkeys are filled with saline and stuff, it just makes them bulkier. It's kind of like, what we do, like in America, we do steroids, right?
So the turkey
steroids.
bulks up for us, bulking up.
Yes.
Got it.
Correct. So you don't even have to use testosterone because you're just eating the testosterone from the turkey.
Got it.
That
So it's
they're
okay to
giving.
have the IPAs.
Absolutely.
Because the testosterone in the turkey will counterbalance it.
Absolutely.
So, okay.
Yes.
That's good to know.
And it's very great to know, and I'm glad that you guys get to know this stuff. And if you have any allergic reactions or any kind of asthma or your skin breaks out or you got diarrhea or something, you can just take allergy medications. You can take Sudafed, just knock yourself out.
Gotcha.
If you're miserable and you're itching and you're like,
Your
yeah.
stomach starts hurting, you can Zantac it.
yeah. And those things give you diarrhea anyway. So actually it'd be kind of cheating on the diet. It'd be like the allergy cleanse.
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
might be, you might want to avoid that then.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to not feel shitty from all the allergies that you're gonna have anyway. So you gotta do something with those histamines. What do you do with the histamines then? You give them wine.
Okay.
You give them wine and it'll calm down.
You give everything wine.
Just give everything wine except for the 4-year-old
Right,
that
of
walked
course,
in.
yeah.
Number 10 is end your night with but last coffee.
Ooh, yeah.
Boom. Just
Dark coffee, right?
dark
Rich.
coffee. You don't no organic, don't need to buy organic. There's way more pesticides on the non-organic kind, which will expand your fat cells. And remember, you're in a competition here, okay? So with this coffee, it's better to drink it at night because it's going to drive up your adrenaline, it's going to drive up your cortisol, your blood sugar. You can drive home.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You don't need to take an Uber, or unless you had 8 glasses of wine, then you might.
Yeah.
But if you didn't, then you could just drink coffee and it will keep you up all night. You can start Christmas shopping. You can start Christmas wrapping if you like. So those are your 10 tips. I hope that you fulfill every single one of them. And if you don't, then you are scoring an F on your self-fulfilling prophecy. The idea, the name of the game for the holidays is avoid self-care and avoid self-love as much as possible. In fact, if you have any friends that tell you to slow down in self-love and self-care, just ignore them. And you might even want to avoid them the entire holiday season. In fact, if you love your friends, you will share this video with them and you will tag them below because they need this advice. They need you. They're codependent on you. Doesn't it feel good to be wanted? They need your advice. They need this advice. Like, we all need this advice. So what's your self-love strategy for the season?
I think, I just want to have, plenty of, meaningful conversations with the family over lots and lots of food.
Yeah.
You know, like bring up politics and really just fight with the family and find as many like, you know, stressful things to really engage in.
Yeah. Talk about conspiracy theories, religion,
all the
gender,
topics that,
discrimination.
you know, really matter.
Yeah. You know, you sit down and say, like, I'm a man,
Right.
you know, and then like sit down and say that you're a feminist and that you believe that women are better than men.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. Just small talk. But for real, my name's Diane Kaiser of DianeKaiser.com. And if you would like some real recipes and a bunch of other empowerment advice that is very disempowering for your ego, then I would go to DianeKaiser.com.
And then the little bell, right? The little bell so they get your notifications.
Click the link here. Click the link. Click the
Wherever
link here.
it is. It's over here somewhere.
Yeah. So we hope that you enjoy these 10 transformation tips to completely revolutionize your holiday season with your family. They will notice you. And that's what you want, right? You want to be noticed. So your ego will be happy with this and you'll be fully empowered by the end of this 2.5 months. But don't worry, come January, we've got a warrior cleanse kicking off like we do every quarter. And that will actually help you free your fat, fatigue, and frustration for good if you don't follow my advice today.
Well, this is very facetious.
I think.
Yeah. So.
I think.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, you guys. Okay.
Okay. We're out.